We write songs about movies, and this week we're joined by comedian Zack Zorovich, and we've written songs about Tron Legacy. Like, comment, subscribe, and de-res that bell icon. This is the Roy's Review Podcast. And welcome to the Roy's Review Podcast. I'm Rob.
And I'm Andy. Oh my god.
And Andy's been de-resed. Oh no.
Oh no.
Got Andy.
And we are back talking about Tron Legacy, and we are joined by very funny comedian and my good friend, Zack Zorovich. Hey, Zack.
Woo. What's up, boys?
What's up? That woo was very, really excited for Tron Legacy.
It was a 9 a.m. woo.
I like to give my wife a 9 a.m. woo, and she's like, will you keep it down?
High five.
This is so loud.
Hi, Laura.
How are you guys doing? Both at the same time. Make it unlistenable.
Good.
Great.
Okay, well, you guys didn't listen. So Andy's doing good. Zach's doing great. So I'm going to assume Zach liked Tron Legacy a lot more than Andy did.
I will be happy to be done with this movie, honestly.
Okay, then we feel the same way. I didn't care
Not
for
like this movie.
No. And we, obviously previous episode, check it out. Tron, Robbie and I, we expressed some confusion,
Yeah.
but overall, it was pretty good. It was all right,
Tron was an impressive feat for the time, which really helped it score out.
Yeah.
Yes.
I did saw something that was crazy where it's like they weren't allowed to win any awards for special effects because this was the first time they ever used computer effects in a movie. So they were like, that's kind of cheating. And now it's like everyone uses CGI for everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now if you build a set, they're going to say, that's cheating. It's real.
Yeah. Yeah. It's, I don't know. This one is less
It's a money grab.
It's boring.
Yeah, they were like Tron's a cool sci-fi topic. We own the IP. Let's just make a movie. We'll bring back Jeff Bridges and de-age him 30 years down or something. He has to be in this movie. Well, one, there's him, young guy in real life, and then there's old man him. And old man him in the movie is still 30 years younger than current Jeff Bridges. You know what I mean? He's still you look at him do an interview for this movie, he's 90 years old. He's crazy. I was shocked. I was literally holy.
The de-aging in this movie is rough.
Yeah.
Yeah, the technology was not ready. It's ready now, for the most part, but...
Yeah, because he's him, he's Clue. So Clue is another de-aged him.
Yeah.
He looks like rubber. And he looks like
he
rubber.
Looks like rubber.
You know what? It looks good when it's not moving. When it's just still, it's wow, that looks real. And then it starts moving, you're like, ugh.
Well, because when it's a still, it's just a picture of young Jeff Bridges.
Right.
Yeah.
But it's they made it work when it's not moving, but then it starts moving, and you're like, oh, yucky. He's 75 years old.
Yeah, he's... But the him in the grid in this one, he has to be he looks like 50, you'd say 55, 60, but oh god, they really did their good work. The Frisbee thing's always going to get me too, where I'm okay, I get it as a weapon. I get it as it always comes back to you. I get it. Cool. But why does all my genetic memories and information and stuff on this Frisbee I'm throwing at my enemies?
That's a good point. It's your memory disk. So it's basically your brain.
If you throw it at me, what's to stop me from letting it go and just putting my arm through it, and then it's all right, my memory disk now. You know what I mean? There's nothing to stop you. I don't know.
I never even thought about that.
It's just such an antiquated thing when they have we have the technology to build lights and jets around a stick, but you have to put all your memories on this Frisbee you're gonna throw.
I never even thought about that.
So Tron Legacy came out in 2010.
Yeah.
So this movie's 15 years old.
Wow. I never thought, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
World.
'cause 60.
Yeah, we're getting ready for Tron Ares. That's the third one.
God.
So I saw the trailers for Tron Ares, and I was like, oh, I'm a little interested. After watching this, I'm like, I'm no longer interested. Actually, I don't
I
care
saw
about
the
this at all.
trailers for Tron Ares, and I went, Jared Leto!
Same. I was like, this looks cool. And then it was Jared Leto. I was like, ah.
Well, also after watching this movie, you're like, okay, so they get into the real world, but wasn't that what they stopped them from doing in this movie?
Well, we'll get there. We'll get there. Robbie, why don't you take us through?
All right. This Disney logo is awesome.
It is cool. Probably
Okay.
the coolest thing.
I'm gonna be honest. I know you guys didn't like this. I kind of enjoyed this movie. I think it's a little too long. I would have cut out a solid 20, 25 minutes. But I thought this movie looked great. Like, other than the Jeff Bridges de-aging, I thought this world they've built inside the grid looked phenomenal. But
I agree with you. I think it does look good, but the thing is, it doesn't look distinct like the first one. It just looks like future, like modern future aesthetic. And I think if they went with a more retro aesthetic, I would have liked it. But the aesthetic is just, I see this in a lot of different movies. Like, not exactly, not as neon, but like, I don't know, it just, the fact that like they're free riding the bikes, I was like, okay, that's just, you could just do that. You could just do like a bike chase.
Yeah.
in
They don't
any
have to put it
movie.
in a game. You're right.
But like, it's not restricted to the grid like it was in the first one, which is what made it interesting. It's like, oh, you have these weird rules,
about
but in this, it's just like, this is real life. You're just in a computer. Like, everything, there's like, physics are the same.
Yeah, there was a club. They went to a club, like a drinking club.
Yeah.
Digital world.
But it's just, I don't know, like the way it looked, I was like, I'm impressed, but not as impressed as I was.
see, I think what I kind of viewed this as, like with the club and everything, I kind of viewed this as that episode of The Twilight Zone, or even that episode of The Simpsons, where Lisa creates the Petri dish. I think it's a Treehouse of Horror, and this life form and the civilization forms in it, because that's kind of what this whole movie is about, is Kevin Flynn's like
Rick and Morty with the battery one.
Yeah, very similar. Yes, because Kevin Flynn has created this program, and all of a sudden, these life forms, finds a way, and now we have these things, those ISOs. I thought that was really interesting, and I thought they could have explored it more.
Same. I thought if they went a little more in that direction, it was kind of a side note.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, they'll cure cancer and everything, huh?
And now they're all dead. Don't even worry
also,
about
there
it.
was a genocide. Like, oh, okay.
Yeah, we
I thought
genocided
this
them,
was
whatever.
Tron. Jesus.
There was literally a genocide. They used the word genocide. Which
Yeah.
is great.
We open up in 1989, and Kevin Flynn is recounting to his young son Sam the story of the grid. It's a digital frontier inside computers. Flynn tells Sam about Tron, his trusted program, and how they fought the Master Control program. We also kind of learn that, so Tron is also the name of a game, which is something I think we were both confused about while we were talking about it, because this movie establishes Tron is a game.
Yeah, so he becomes the CEO of Encom, and then he
after
creates
he makes
the
like
game.
toys.
He creates the game Tron. Yeah.
Okay, because that was confusing to me in the first movie, because this whole time I thought Tron was the game,
Well,
Tron was a program, but now Tron is a program and a game, and
they talk about it in the part of it where the news guy is like, Kevin Flynn, guy who made Tron, greatest video game of all time, goes missing.
yeah.
One of my favorite notes of this movie is that news guy knows everything that's going on. He's like, now look at Sam Flynn. He's going to live with his grandparents. Look at him with his sad teddy bear. And he's like, aren't you on TV?
Immediately doxing this young boy.
Yeah. Like, he says everything. He's like, the company's in hands of... But they shouldn't even call this movie Tron. They should just call it The Grid, and then, like, make the first one The Adventures of Tron or whatever. Because Tron in this movie's
It's
Tron's
sorry.
a secondary character in the first one, too.
Yeah.
That's what makes it very odd. That they definitely like Tron's the coolest name, right?
Yeah, easily.
You can't name it like Flynn, you know?
What
Like,
they called him the Rinsler. And this is 15 years before the Rizzler. And I'm just like, yo, if he pulls up his helmet and there's a fat Italian kid going like this, I'll die. Why do you gotta call him the Rinsler anyway? Tron's the best name.
Yeah.
The whole fucking movie.
Well, like, why wouldn't you call him the D-Rezzer or something?
Yeah.
What is the Rinsler?
What's Rinsling?
That's definitely something they thought was cool.
Yeah, he's gonna be the Rizzler. It's a cool name now because it's like the Rizzler. It sounds like the Rizzler.
Right. Well, now in Tron Ares, he's gonna be called the Reznor.
Nice.
Because Nine Inch Nails is doing the music for it,
good.
which is sick. Also, note the music in this done by Daft Punk, sick.
Yeah, the music.
There wasn't enough of it.
No, I agree.
thought.
That I agree with. But the music that they did do, like in the fight scene in the club, and it was sick.
Yeah, I'm egregious. I agree.
Sam Flynn, played by Garrett Hedlund, is now 27, and he's on his motorcycle. He outsmarts a cop by pulling this move, and then there is no pursuit further.
Nope.
Also, this guy, never seen him in anything else. He looks like Reese from Malcolm in the Middle.
It is.
There's no way.
I didn't know what his real name was. I was gonna call him Patrick Schwarzenegger because I feel like this guy is just Patrick Schwarzenegger for some reason.
I did like when he opens the door, he says, "Now that's a big door." And that's a callback to the first one, where Jeff Bridges said, "Now that's a big door." And I think that's very funny that you would call back to such a throwaway nothing line. That's funny to me.
I think it's a good callback also because it's father and son, and father and son always have these little idiosyncrasies, so it would make sense because they were close when he was a child. That he'd be like, "That's a big door." It's like, yeah, no, that makes sense because your father said the same thing, and you know what? That is a big freaking door.
It is.
I think goes missing. Guy who once said, "Look how big that door
is." I just think it's funny that that's a carryover line from 30 years ago. That's very funny.
Yeah. We see the chairman of NCOM talking about how well the company is doing, and for some reason, the son of the villain from the first movie is on the board, played by an uncredited Cillian Murphy.
What?
That was Cillian
Murphy?
Yeah. Yeah, so we have this uncredited Cillian Murphy playing the son, Edward Dillinger, is who he's playing. And how did this guy get in here? I'm sorry. His father was ousted in the first movie for stealing the program. And now the son is like, yeah, I'm here because of all of my father's great work? No!
Yeah.
Dillinger says that any chance of giving the software away for free left with Flynn, and then Sam Flynn releases the master file onto the web and distracts everyone with a cute video of his doggy. And the news immediately is reporting on it.
Yeah, like seconds after it happened.
Yeah, because
Sam Flynn released his software.
Yeah, right away on whatever news network they're like, and the master program's been leaked onto Reddit or something. It's like, how do you know?
You gotta love Al in the bench, just sitting there doing nothing.
Well, he's Tron, right?
Yeah, he's Tron.
Yeah,
and he's useless. Both as him and Tron.
Yeah. Well, the thing they do with Tron is like, okay, he's a bad guy, but then, like at the end, nobody's even talked to him. He just does like I remember who I am, and he like saves the day. But like
and
nobody did like
He doesn't stop him.
He just dies. Maybe
he slows him down.
He does. But like I expected somebody to be like, Tron, remember who you are, and nobody even says it. He just remember, like the voiceover plays in his head where he's like, Flynn, get out of here.
Yep.
And then he's like, oh, I'm a good guy. That's right. It's like, why did that happen? That happened for no reason.
Right.
The power of friendship, baby.
Yes.
He recognized Kevin.
He's like, oh my god. But he looks at Clue every day.
Right.
True. Yeah, that is true.
He's like, oh my god, his face isn't rubber.
After Sam breaks into NCOM, he gets arrested and then just gets released.
Yep.
You wouldn't just be released after doing that.
Yeah.
NCOM Tower. There's
Yeah.
a callback later in the movie where he goes, yeah, I did that off NCOM Tower. He goes, NCOM Tower.
Alan visits Sam, and he encourages Sam to take over NCOM. And then tells him, hey, I got a page from your dad's old number. And he's like, but that's been disconnected for 20 years. And then Alan explains that Kevin Flynn seemed to have plans to take over the world.
Yeah.
Like, these plans seem kind of nefarious, because I don't understand all this talk about curing cancer and stuff.
So it's the ISO stuff. That's it still makes no sense. Like, why would a digital program have the genetics that would cure cancer? Or
Well, that's the thing. Like, that's the question, is because we see later, I forget, Sam, the main character, he gets cut and he bleeds for real in the program, and they're like, oh, that's a user. So later, like, if these programs escape and they come into the real world, questions. Are they flesh and blood, or are they still like a digital thing just walking around?
you gotta ask Jared Leto.
But like, also, how is that going to cure cancer? It's like, okay, how you cure cancer? You just stop being a human, you start being a program. Like, what? Huh? What?
That would work.
Yeah, but like, at what cost? Now I'm a weird computer person. What's going on here?
Yeah. It'd be some sort of weird, like, CRISPR, sort of like, I'm half computer program now. I'm a virus.
You know what it is? It's I'm walking the line of, do I not get this? Am I dumb, or is this dumb?
A little bit of both.
I'll accept that. I accept that.
Sam goes to the abandoned Flynn's arcade. I don't know why this building is even still here as an arcade. All the cabinets are there, but this place has been out of business forever, it seems.
Who's paying the rent?
Years. Yeah, who's paying the rent? You could have sold half those machines for money. You know what I mean? Like, they're retro machines now, so you could have had a little bit of them.
Makes no sense. It is very horror movie-esque as he walks through the dusty covered machines to the Tron cabinet. And
I thought Tron was going, or not Tron, but Jeff Bridges was going to write something in Tron, like with because you see it going around. I was like, oh.
Also, they never explain who sends the page.
Yeah, they do. It's Clue.
Oh, it's Clue. Okay, never mind. Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm dumb.
I don't know why they never really specified why Clue sent the page, who he was trying to get.
He wanted the portal to open so he could.
He was like, Sam Flynn, like, who's this? Like, he wasn't, you know what I mean?
I think he was just being like the movie villain, you know?
Yeah.
He was just, I got to do some villain stuff. Check this out.
Sam pulls back the Tron game and finds a hidden room. He activates the laser and he gets digitized into the grid. The process of getting digitized into the grid looked a lot cooler in the first movie.
Yes, it did. It's like an instant. And you know why? It's because the new digital space looks just like regular Earth, just a little more neon. It's the same place, and I don't like it. It's not as interesting visually.
I thought it looked cool. I like that it was all dark with just lights.
It looks like Blade Runner with different lights a little bit, now that I'm thinking about it.
Okay.
Which, it works for Blade Runner, it's weird for Tron. Tron is a little more, I feel like, abstract. Like, I feel like it has to look more like an Apple store, you know?
It just needs to be more like angular. Like, everything needs to be like locked to a grid.
Well,
at least in my mind. I
think the point of this is like, this is a computer system that's gradually been updating itself.
Right, and I realized that
since 1985. So it's supposed to start looking closer and closer to the real world.
Right, but doesn't catch my eye like it used to, Robbie.
That's fair. Sam is instantly captured, and he gets dragged to the games. One of the programs immediately jumps and kills himself instead of joining the game. He's like, I ain't doing this!
He's like, I ain't doing the games.
Sam gets suited up in glowing armor by some e-girls. Man, I would have been moaning and groaning and twitching and itching.
They were like burning off his clothes with their fingers, and it just would have been like, dude, I would have been either both hands on my meat or just hands on hip, being like, "What's up?"
Yeah, I would have been putty.
Buddy.
I would have had like no bone structure anymore. Just
Guys, you gotta act like you've been there before.
I haven't.
I know. Yeah. That's why I said act. You gotta act like it. You just gotta play it cool, man.
I wouldn't be able to.
Nah,
just as soon as they bring you
out.
Yeah, I would need a cigarette right away.
So you maybe dress to be that you come here often. You ever get digitized too, baby?
I'd be immediately yelling, "Someone bring me some Reds! I need a pack of Reds!"
I'm about to res, bro. I would res all over them. That's the other thing. They don't just... Okay, I'll get to it when we get to it, but are there toilets? Like, do they poop? Because they bleed. If they bleed, why wouldn't they poop?
Well, the programs don't bleed.
Yeah,
just Flynn bleeds.
Just Flynn's.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Flynn's. Okay, yeah, I'll get to it later when we...
Sam gets forced into the Disc Wars arena. He goes, "What am I supposed to do?" And the e-girl just goes, "Survive." It's like, I just died, girl. Like, you killed me. Sam outsmarts one opponent, and the guy falls through the floor to his death. I do think this looks really cool.
It does.
The Disc Wars arena, where it's just, instead of in the first game where it's like you just throw it up, it is like this updated version where you're in this big thing, and it looks like you could die by either being hit by the thing or falling through. I don't understand what causes the disc to break the floor. Like, why doesn't it break the ceiling? Why does it not break the other parts of the floor?
It also, like, sometimes it hits you and it doesn't, like, blast a hole through you.
Yeah.
But sometimes it does. It's just, the rules are very ill-defined. Also,
what happens if I miss it coming back?
It's gone. It's gone. Well, like, what? Why is there, like, a crowd of programs cheering this on? Like, what is your function?
Well, they had Team Gladiator.
Yeah.
Right, but, like, the function, like in the first one, it seemed like every program had a function. Like, the guy would show up, he was like, "Oh, I was an insurance program, but where am I here now?" Like, what are these things? They're just like, we're spectating programs. We just watch.
Yeah.
Well, I think these are programs, so they get separated out, right? And these are programs that Clue has deemed useful, and they're just off. This is their off time. This is their downtime.
Okay. So
You also gotta remember, once again,
smoke break.
Yeah, exactly. You gotta remember, once again, this is just Star Wars.
That's true. This is just Star Wars.
This is still just Star Wars in a computer.
I have a better understanding of how the games work from the South Park episode where they ripped off Tron about Facebook.
I've never seen it.
I don't think
it's great. They make fun of Tron. It's a great like getting Stan gets too into like Facebook, and then Facebook's like, he tries to delete it, and Facebook's like, no. And it digitizes him and brings him into Tron.
Okay, I gotta check that out.
And he plays like, I won't ruin it. I already have, but it's okay.
While the games are going on and they keep showing this guy who's very clearly in charge, it's like, yeah, that's definitely some version of Jeff Bridges. You don't even have to show me him yet. I know that's Jeff Bridges.
So I thought that it was gonna be what was it, Snark?
Yeah, Sark this!
Sark you!
How great would it have been if he took off that helmet with Cillian Murphy?
That's also what I thought. I thought, like, okay, we're getting the bad guy, but then the bad guy is Jeff Bridges Jr. And I was like, oh, they got me on that one.
It's me, Rubber Jeff!
Yeah, it's me. Guy who has a face of technology is not ready to do this.
He looks like he had a bad facial. It's terrible.
Yeah.
If he was a housewife, he would be in shambles.
Yeah, he's like in mid-chemical peel. Yeah.
Yes, that's exactly what it looks like. He looks like he's midway through.
Yeah.
A chemical peel.
The guy removes his helmet, and it is revealed to be an awfully de-aged Jeff Bridges. Sam immediately thinks it's his father, but we do learn that it is actually Clue. This word user, man, I love with the vitriol they're using this with.
Yeah.
Like a hard
It's their
R and
N-word.
everything. User.
They're N-words. They put a hard R on it, too.
Yeah, it's great.
User.
Sam gets thrown into the light cycle grid, and he's going to face off against Clue. I thought it was going to be one-on-one, and that would have been a lot of fun. What a great rhyme. But it turned out they had teams.
Yeah.
One-on-one would have been a lot cooler, I thought.
Yeah.
Yeah. I did like
It would have
when
been cool if you had to like beat like 3 dudes one-on-one and then Clue, which is still a dumb name.
I did like how they like work together. Like they gradually start working together. That was cool. Also, he picks up that one guy's bike.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like the bar, and that never comes back, does it?
No, there was.
Well, it wouldn't, because once the guy dies, his bar disappears too.
Oh, I thought he
There was
picked
a-
it up. He picked
He
it
did.
up.
There
and
was
put it in
one
his
where the
pocket.
guy fell off. The guy fell off, and then
Yeah.
he brought him the thing, and as he's handing him the thing, Clue runs him over, which is I loved. That's honestly my favorite part of the movie.
That was cool. This part was cool. I
I thought-
wish it was more like the first one where everything was like locked and like every turn was a right angle, you know?
See,
I don't know.
again, I liked how it was like an updated version of it, because he says to him, hey, they're faster, we got to use the levels. And now we're doing this thing where it's a multi-level
Yeah.
video game. And again, it's the same game, but it originally came out in 1982, and now it's just been updated to 2010. I think the video game aspect of it is still there, and I think that I like that aspect of it. I guess that was how I'm taking it. Is like
Also,
yeah,
this is
I
where
like
we meet
it.
the Rinsler,
yeah.
which is dumb name.
I mean, I like it too. I don't know. Like after a while, like I'm watching it, I'm like, this is just a regular bike chase.
I liked how when he takes the stick at first, he goes to use it as a weapon, and he goes, here's a hint. You don't use it like that.
Yeah.
You know? Because I understand why he would take
He
it.
aims
Like,
it
oh,
with his
this,
ass.
yeah, this must be a weapon of some sort. But you go like this. And the light cycles, I think they also look cool, because they kind of look like you become one with the light cycle.
Mm.
Yeah. They
That's what
reminded
kills
me
me
of
about like the identity on the fucking discs, where it's like you have these fantastic bikes that like appear around it, but you're not like, let me put my memories in another like a card I can keep in my pocket, and so I could use my frisbee weapon.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, it's all over the place. But I forgot what I was good. Oh no, I thought the bikes reminded me of the tumbler bike from Dark Knight. Remember when the he busts out the bike?
Yep.
Reminded me of that.
Well, that's what I thought. The light car that Quorra shows up in, that looked like the Tumbler Batmobile.
Right.
Yeah.
Do,
And that
do you
had
think
come out,
Batman?
what, like
do you think
2 or 3
Batman
years
was on that
before?
Tumblr being like, I totally feel like Tron right now?
I don't think so. That's the thing.
There's a lot of parts in this movie where it's like they had just watched this movie and said, we'll incorporate that.
Yeah.
Because The Dark Knight was only 2 years before this.
Right, and it was a massive hit.
Yeah.
I watched that 4 times in the theaters. It was great.
Dang. This is where he escapes the grid, right?
Well, yeah, because Quorra, that's Olivia Wilde, she shows up in this light car and they drive off, and apparently Clue's programs can't handle the terrain that's off the grid, is what they explain.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah,
They have airships.
Right.
I think it's one of those things where if they're off the grid, it doesn't work, but then they're just there anyway. So, I don't know. It doesn't make sense. It's not really clear how this works.
Quorra, also another dumb name. QU, like they spell it like quota.
Yeah. I think they wanted to name her QWERTY.
Yep.
That would have been funny.
I would have, honestly,
Yeah.
that would have been great.
Hubert.
Quorra takes Sam to this place, and Sam meets with his father, Kevin, who's now an older Jeff Bridges living in exile. Quorra talks about the books she's been reading, and this was really funny to me when she asks if Sam knows Jules Verne, and he goes, yes, and she goes, what's he like?
Yeah. Idiot.
I have a question. Where did they get this pig from?
That was my question as well.
Like,
Also,
because
like-
they have to eat, because they eat. So where has
Right.
Jeff Bridges been pooping for 30 years? That's my question. Where's his toilet? We haven't seen him poop.
I'm thinking that inside, Jeff Bridges can just make things form.
Yeah, because he's like God.
God, I know, but like, I don't.
But
So why
how?
didn't he stop Clue with his God power? Like, what?
That's ultimately what he does, because he
That
like
is what he does,
sucks
yeah.
him back into himself or
But
something.
if he could have done that the whole time.
He does some Obi-Wan ass stuff. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Where's he been
I
pooping?
don't
I
know.
don't know.
That's very strange. It's weird to show them eating, because that
Right?
just raises a bunch of questions.
Yeah, like I don't need to see that. And then it's like a pig roast too. It's
Yeah.
not even something that looks like weird that I can't identify. It's like, no,
But
it's a
you
pig
needed a
roast.
chef. A chef
Yeah.
had to be. He had
Yeah.
to make a chef.
Yeah.
You had to make a program chef to do
Who
this.
prepared this pig?
I've spent 30 years learning how to cook.
Yeah. Okay. In a digital space. God, that makes sense. I got it now.
They
Yeah.
call it
The hell are you
like-
on about?
Kevin explains how the grid evolved, and he explains ISOs. He is in love with these ISOs and somehow thinks they have the answers to all of life's problems.
Yes.
Like, even at one point, he's like, religion! Or like, what would these do for
Yeah,
religion?
what would they do in religion?
Yeah,
They would
I don't
kill Jesus? What?
Yeah, like, you know what? I don't want to know how you think it would solve religion, Kevin. Don't tell me. Don't
Mhm.
tell me.
Yeah.
That's a weird thing to say, yeah. That was a weird thing where I'm like, how would this medicine I get? Like a medicine thing, or like if they had their genetics or the cure to a bunch of stuff. That's actually the plot of the latest Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
Where now they have to get the biology of these dinosaurs that,
Yeah.
they created in a lab instead of, just going to the lab where they made them and being like, this is what their genetics are. It's something
Right.
dumb like that.
It is.
Yep.
Previous episode, check it out. We did a hot
Check
and
it
fresh
out.
on it.
Yeah.
A bad movie.
A bad movie.
Sam wants to return to the real world to shut NCOM down, and Kevin's like, yo, don't rush, because if Kevin goes on the grid, Clue will immediately go after him. It's like, okay, well, you gotta do something. And Kevin's whole thing is like, yeah, but if we do nothing, who knows what'll happen?
Mhm.
Yeah. I
All
do
right.
like that Kevin Flynn is much more. He's just Jeff Bridges. Like he's
Yeah.
throwing man and all that.
You're
and,
messing with my zen, man.
Yeah, yeah.
And
It's
Tom
like,
Tower.
that's
Yeah.
the dude. He's just
Yeah.
the dude.
Yeah, he is a dude.
He just can't help himself.
Yeah.
That's the last thing. If anything, that's the last thing a computer scientist wants: a jock son.
Yeah.
Rides motorcycles and jumps off buildings.
Quorra tells Sam to go and see Zeus, and then Kevin has some high contrast flashback to him and Sam on a beach. He goes into Sam's room and he's gone. And next thing you know, we are at Zeus/Caster's Club, and an e-girl from before talks to Sam and brings him into the club, and he's like, yes, yes, I finally get to meet my e-girl in real life. Ooh, woo?
I don't have to buy her bathwater anymore.
Oh, no. Ew. Clue's goons have tracked the light cycle. Kevin is looking over the grid, and Kevin's like, I guess I gotta go after him now. Yeah, oh, wow, you're gonna do something? Wow, what a novel concept.
Yeah,
Doing
they said-
something.
They said something earlier in the movie where he said, I fought for a little bit, but then Clue got stronger from my resistance. It was actually really impressive, and you're like, that doesn't make... How would he just get stronger for no reason?
Turns out Clue is Taskmaster, and every time he
Aren't you-
fights
yeah.
with him, he just learns his
Yeah.
fighting style.
Aren't you God?
Downloads
Aren't
your
you
fighting
God?
style.
Yeah, he's exactly,
Yeah.
he's God.
Yeah.
This does not make any sense why he's just been not fighting.
Yeah.
When they get there, show me that he's been raising an army of something.
Show me a
Yeah.
toilet. Where's he poop, bro? Where's he pooping for 20 years?
That's all that matters.
How great would it be if Jeff Bridges would have to build an entire plumbing system for this whole place for 20 years? Or there's just a giant pile of shit somewhere.
Yeah, that's my shit corner.
He's got a giant pile of poop.
He's just been going right out the window, and like so under, it's like, oh god, it's off the grid, man.
Yeah.
But no, it's you're God. You can do all of it. You know what I mean? Like,
Yes.
It's like when like there's a story where like a Greek god needs like a human's help, and it's the human's like, okay, and I'm like, well, why do you need my help? I'm a goat farmer.
Yeah.
Sam talks to Castor. This is Michael Sheen. He's super flamboyant, and I am 100% convinced Jared Leto watched this and went, that's my Joker.
Yep.
Because this is exactly just all the mannerisms are there. During the fight, he's just like dancing like an idiot.
Yeah, and Jared Leto is a huge Tron fan. That's like, apparently he's like the flagship person for the new one. That's why he's in it.
Yeah.
He thinks they're all good movies.
Yeah.
Get this guy out of here. He is annoying.
I agree.
Me too.
We got a cool disc fight in the club. Daft Punk does make a cameo as the DJs. Again, during this whole fight, we get this stupid dance that Zeus is doing, and I'm going, I can't. You knew that guy's gonna eat it, and I couldn't wait.
Couldn't wait.
Yeah.
Kevin shows up and wrecks days, and then his identity disc gets stolen, and Quorra seemingly dies. Sam, Kevin, and Quorra escape in like a light jet dogfight. Well, Quorra's dead the whole time, but not really. This is where we get the line, "You're messing with my Zen thing, man." And he also explains that Quorra is the last ISO, so they really need to save her. And then they just reboot her. They're like, all right, he's fine.
Yeah, that's also something I kind of saw from like a mile away. As he was like, they killed them all. I was like, all right, she's one. She's the last one.
Oh,
okay.
100%, yeah. Yeah, but they visit the reboot van and they save Quorra, but they're like, it's gonna take a little while. And then Kevin claims that he thought of Wi-Fi in 1985.
Yeah.
That pissed me off.
He's like, we would have had Wi-Fi in 1985 if Kevin Flynn's wife didn't die.
That's why I killed her.
She thought of it, and he was like, "That's
Big
my
Wi-Fi.
idea."
Big Wi-Fi was trying to keep him down. It's like, no, you just thought of the idea. Everyone else didn't. It's like saying Columbus discovered America. You discovered, like, it's the obvious joke every comic does. I discover a place with a bunch of people on it.
Kevin says he didn't know perfection when it was right in front of him, and he's like staring at his son. I didn't know perfection when it was right in front of me. It's like, I get what you're saying. It's you, Sam. It's you. I'm talking about you. It's like, we know.
Yeah, man, I can read your subtext, bro.
Who's just trying to be like, I love me, daddy.
Kevin Flynn's being a real pick-me guy.
This would be a terrible movie to go with your biological son and your adopted son.
Yeah.
Hey, guess which one of you I love more?
Yeah. The one thing I did like was later you see that Clue is jealous.
Yeah.
And I thought that was interesting. Like if they did a little more with Clue to like make him an actual character rather than just like I'm a bad guy.
He was like if he called him dad, that would have made the movie. If he said I'm your son too.
Honestly.
Well,
it would have been like, oh.
That's what it kind of becomes towards the end.
Yeah.
But I was very happy when Clue blew up this club.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank God.
Sure. Yeah.
They lost their liquor license. Too many DUIs and the light bikes. Coming out of here.
What? You served to an underage program? Oh, damn it.
That program was 12 years old. They don't age either. So if you're a child program, you're a child program forever.
You served to the Dora the Explorer game?
You hate to see it.
You served to Putt Putt Saves the Zoo?
Also, like, he should have made Clue look like someone else. Because now it's this weird, like, son thing. If he made Clue look like just a random guy, you know what I mean?
Well, that's the the first movie explains that. There's a reason Clue looks exactly like him. I forgot what it stands for.
Well, yeah, it's something like, that's why Tron looks like Alan, because Alan made Tron.
Right. Yeah. It's like something likeness, so there's a reason it looks like him.
Yeah.
Dude, but that's why Alan and Tron are the two fucking most useless people. He's like, well, I got a pager from that arcade from 20 years ago. Oh, well, have a good night.
Yeah. Do it.
Go check that out, okay?
Yeah.
Figure it out for me, kid. Have a good night. Like, Alan should have been there the whole time.
That I agree with. Like, I don't know why Alan was just like, have fun, because I'm not a big enough name to be in this movie.
They do.
They did to be in 4 scenes.
They did do a de-aged Alan, and you could see him for a little bit in the flashback.
They do it for a minute. They did the guy
looks...
a favor by putting the helmet on him.
Yeah, well, he looks way better than Jeff Bridges, honestly.
Way
I thought
better.
his de-age looked better.
Yeah.
It was only for like, a couple of frames, but
Like literally,
I was like,
10
that looks
seconds,
better.
When Quorra wakes up, she talks about The Purge. I didn't even know that movie had come out by this time.
Very good.
Clue prepares a massive army of programs to invade the real world, and he plans to use the portal to cross over. During a fight with Quorra, Flynn realizes that Rinsler is Tron, reprogrammed, and Rinsler takes Quorra to Clue and goes, I'm gonna give that 5 big booms. The scenery here, once again, is very Star Wars, as this DH Jeff Bridges explains to this army that he has of stormtroopers that they're going to the real world. To all of us! He starts yelling at one point.
Yeah. Jeff Bridges has a pretty good yell voice.
He does. This looks terrible, though.
No, it looks awful.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing. There's more. He's just more DH Jeff Bridges. This Jeff Bridges is still DH. He looks okay.
Yeah. When Kevin tells a program that he's about to take a vehicle, I really thought we were about to get some Jedi stuff. But instead, I was like, I like that. I like that it was a bonk on the noggin and not just the guy being like, you will take this vehicle.
Yeah.
I would have been like, 1 star.
Yeah.
1 star. No booms. How great would it be if Tron was just walking around the whole time being like, cool Rizzler shit. He took it off. He's like, oh, hey, guys. He kicked with the helmet. Hey, dudes.
When Sam saves Quorra and Kevin sees Sam flying with Quorra with those butterfly wings, we get more dude stuff with radical, man.
Yeah, radical tubular.
I was like, okay, guys. Clue kills his right-hand man. We get a light jet fight, which is pretty cool. One program gets a headshot. I was like, woo!
Yeah, that was cool.
Blasted.
I think you need at least one, headshot, brain leaking all over the place in every Tron movie.
Yeah, although it's not as good as it was in the first one. You saw
Not
the
as
gears
good.
and stuff. Yeah.
Kind of like the whole movie, not as good.
Yeah. Rinsler turns face when he goes, I fight for the users. Okay.
All right. You were barely a guy.
Yep.
Barely a character, man.
Yep, couldn't
Nobody
care
cares.
less.
Not even that. His heroic sacrifice barely did it. He slowed him down for a minute and a half.
Yeah,
and then he's just in the ocean.
Yeah, what they call it? The Sea of something.
The Sea of.
I don't know. There was some sort of the CPU.
That's good. That's good. SEAPU.
Just hire you.
Good.
Yeah, it's a stinky sea. It's the Hudson River.
Got him.
Sam, Quorra, and Kevin try to escape through the portal, but they are confronted by Clue, and we get this whole, I did everything you ever asked. And Kevin's like, I know you did, but oh well.
Yeah.
He's like, but I just think if they went in a little more with Clue and his motives, maybe he did all that because he wanted Flynn to stay there with him rather than his actual son.
Right.
But they don't say it or show it. It's just he's evil. He's evil. It's but why? I don't know. You created him. He's you. Why is he evil? Doesn't make sense.
That's an excellent question.
I think it was the quest for perfection or whatever.
Yes,
Yeah, but
that's what I think it was because
that's so vague. So vague.
that's what it was. Because the program said, "Am I still tasked with creating the perfect program?" And if these ISOs were popping up to him, he interpreted them as viruses to the program.
Yeah.
So in his perfect program, it would just be the perfect program according to Clue.
Right.
Not according to Kevin.
Yeah.
Because when he created Clue didn't know they didn't know about the ISOs. So
and not according to Jim.
Very good.
Thank you.
But there was a very weird divergence, I think, when they discovered the ISOs of Kevin going, "That's awesome," and Clue being like, "Hey, I didn't create those."
I know.
Kevin sacrifices himself, merging with Clue in a digital explosion, destroying them both. He does this by touching the ground, and that just sucks Clue back into him. So, here's a question. If he has these powers, why can't he just cross the bridge? Why doesn't he just repair the bridge and cross it?
Why doesn't he just shoot Clue 1,000 miles away and walk through the bridge and close it?
Yeah. Also, in the trailer for the new one, Jeff Bridges is there. So
yeah.
He's not dead.
I think he's just
he doesn't
God
kill him.
now.
No, yeah, because Clue has a chance to kill him and he just goes, throws it into the ground.
Yeah, because he loves his dad.
Yeah. Sam and Quorra escape through the portal. Sam pages Alan and decides to take over at Encom. Sam and Quorra ride off into the real world on his motorcycle, and he's finally got himself an e-girl.
Yeah, but again, is she flesh and blood now? She's still
Can she get pregnant?
Andy, it's his
Does she
e-girl.
poop?
It doesn't matter.
Does she poop out here?
Does she have to eat now? What's going on?
Yeah.
He has a never-ending supply of e-girl bathwater.
She also, her haircut, it's got the
Terrible.
bangs, but they're cut at an angle.
Well, it's
Mhm.
supposed to look cyber.
Oh,
Yeah,
a
you're
man
going for
cut
a
her hair for
cyberpunk
this.
thing.
A
but
man,
it's
a man like us cut her hair for this.
yeah, for sure.
A man
Also,
like us.
Cut her
I mean,
hair for
it's
this.
Tron. There's maybe 6 girls involved in Tron.
And they all
behind the
undressed.
scenes,
They
you
they were all undressing Kevin Flynn and Sam Flynn in the third scene of the movie.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Every woman in this is an e-girl. They're just like, "Hello, master.
Yeah.
Hi.
Would you like my farts in a jar?
Hello, user.
Yeah.
Hello, I am your
so-
Discord kitten. Ooh woo."
Discord kid woo woo.
Guys, I didn't think this was very entertaining. I would say, if we're going to Letterboxd, I am
going to Letterboxd. You could follow us on Letterboxd at TheRoydsBand. Zach, do you have a Letterboxd?
No.
Then don't follow Zach on Letterboxd.
No.
My
Only
personal
follow me into the bathroom.
Oh.
what? My personal score is 2 stars because I was bored.
I thought this was the same quality as the first one, if I'm being honest.
What do we give the first one? 3?
Yeah. So I was thinking 3.
Yeah.
I would
I would too.
go lower because it's boring.
What'd you say, Zach?
I'd say 2.
You know what? Since we're both saying 2, I'll go 2 because I guess I just don't matter.
Here he goes.
So I'm going 2.
Here he goes, everybody.
So we gave Tron Legacy 2 stars because I was bullied into doing it.
Listen, if you don't put it as 2 stars, we're gonna melt your face like Jeff Bridges, like Clue.
Oh no! Okay, 2 stars, 2 stars.
Clue does look like someone just threw acid on his face.
Yeah. Well,
Now I will be honest. After I watched this movie, I wrote a song.
same.
I didn't.
Hey Zach, you have the wonderful option to No, it's not an option. You're gonna tell us who's going first, me or Andy.
All right.
Andy or I.
We'll go
or
Andy.
Oh, Andy.
Yeah.
Andy.
Andy's looking ready to go.
I wrote a song and it's mostly an instrumental. Because of Daft Punk. And also, this movie didn't do it for me. It's called The Grid. And I used this synth pedal again. And you know what's funny is I use this synth guitar pedal on my keyboard to make my keyboard more of a synth.
That's the way to go, Brother Bear.
Yeah, because this has like the arpeggiate, and my keyboard does not have that, so I made it arpeggiate. Like a cool guy. Anyway, it's called The Grid, and it sounds a little something like this. So that's my song called The Grid.
That rocked.
Oh,
Good.
thanks.
No idea what you were saying in the part where you sang.
I recycled lyrics from the first Tron.
Well,
song.
that rocked, and I also loved the way
That's
it
a
was
big
mixed.
door. He
Thank
was saying that's a big door.
I actually I think I gotta up the bass. Because I was mowing the lawn yesterday and I listened to the mix and I was like, this is really trebly, but I think it's because
It's a good mowing lawn song, actually.
my mowing the lawn headphones are crap.
That's very possible, yeah.
Yeah, but I think I gotta boost the bass a little bit.
I loved the mix. The both sides. The scootaloo-doo-doo-doo, a squiddly blue blue blue. I like that.
Thank you.
Very cool.
Thank you. Yeah, really not much to say. Just again, I mean, the little bit of lyrics I had, it's God built man in his image, and he'll undoubtedly fall to hubris, which is the human way, right?
Ubris.
So like,
Hubris.
in again, the scenario is man is God and machine is man.
Okay.
He's created machine, and machine is acting like man and just like ruining everything. But also God is also just like a lazy
bones
crap in this movie.
He's just
Like,
he's the lazy man. He's just
Yeah, I
too
guess
zen.
you didn't really want it that bad.
He's too
That'd
zen
be-
to do
The whole
anything.
time he's just
Yeah.
like, nah, I'll just stay here, I guess.
That'd be great if Sam meets Kevin again and he asks him why doesn't use all his god power. He's like, man, I just wasn't feeling it.
The vibe wasn't right, man.
The vibe just wasn't right.
Yeah. Well, that was my song. Robbie, tell us about your song. And
Yeah,
then tell
take
us
us down
about
the
your
hall, Rob.
thong.
Well, my thong is stained.
Gross.
My song is called Our Legacy.
I regret asking.
You should. About my song or my thong?
Oh, your thong. I'm very interested in your song.
Okay, my song is called Our Legacy, and I did a pretty basic rock and roll shuffle rhythm on it, and then I wrote a very simple chorus. It's a 2-part song. First chorus. I was just having a good time. I'm also really proud of the harmonies on it, and I nailed it once and said copy paste, because they sounded great, and harmonies aren't as much fun to do as the instruments. Like, you know what I mean? It's more fun to play the instruments than to actually sing the songs. And instead of just sitting there making sure I hit the right note a bunch of times, I was like, copy paste, because I thought I nailed it. So my song is called Our Legacy. It's a little bit of shuffle rock and roll. I'm just talking now. So the song's called Our Legacy, and it goes like this.
We're revisiting Tron. 30 years have passed on. Looks different, feels the same. I know what it feels like riding on a light bike. Come on, someone share a name. Family, it's reality. It's not fantasy, my legacy. Family, not reality. It's my fantasy, my legacy. I shouldn't even be here, but everything's become clear. Everything is part of a game. Reunited with Dad in the plans that he had inside his arcade. Family, it's reality. It's not fantasy. It's my legacy. Family, it's reality. Not a fantasy. My legacy. Dying if you losers, really messing with my zen. You'll never know perfection, looking past your world lens. Everybody does what they can. Do it for family, reality, it's not fantasy, your legacy. Family, reality, not a fantasy, your legacy. Dying if you losers, baby, yeah, you know the game. I know what it feels like riding on a light bike, different but still the same. Somewhere family, reality, not a fantasy, my legacy. Family, reality, fantasy, our legacy.
That was my song called Our Legacy.
Is that Walter at the end?
That was Walter at the end, because
Walter.
when I was doing the harmonies, he was singing along with me.
That's very cool. It sounded awesome, by the way.
Thank you. Thank you. Every stringed instrument I ran through the Boss Blues Driver, even the bass.
This is a lot of creative work. This is probably more creative work than the people did for this movie, honestly.
Well, I was gonna say your bass sounded gnarly, and I liked it.
Yeah, I threw it through the Blues Driver.
Hell yeah,
I
brother.
wanted to give it a nice little crunch to it, and everything with strings was run through it. Every guitar. The only thing that wasn't was the piano, and I also finally learned how to do a little ring on the piano.
Nice.
At the beginning, so I did a little trill, whatever it's called.
Yeah.
And when I was doing the harmonies, because I sit here on this little keyboard to my left, I don't know if you can see it because I have two keyboards up here. One is just a MIDI, and then I use this little cheap $80 keyboard. And what I'll do is I use this to make sure I'm nailing the right notes. And I was sitting up here, Walter was laying in his bed back here, and I would hit the note, and he'd go, "Ooh." And so he was doing that, and eventually what I did was I took the microphone and I hit the button and I just held it up to him, and he got really freaked out. He was like, "Get that microphone out of my face, Dad."
Brother, I was doing it for me. Now you're making me do it for everyone.
Pretty much. So I just kind of used the one, because at one point I was doing it and he just kept going for a little bit, and I was like, well, I got that on recording. I'll throw that on the end there because I enjoyed it. I thought it was cute. Cool. And he does sing in tune a little bit. If I sit up here playing acoustic guitar, just strumming, he will just start howling along, and him and I have a great time.
He's got a good ear.
He does. He has two good ears because they're giant ears.
Second.
Your dog's got perfect pitch.
But yeah, that was my song, Our Legacy.
I like it.
Thanks.
I like it a lot. It sounded really cool.
Yeah, it's good.
Very, like I said, I did a very simple 2-part, 2.5 minutes long. I was like, you know what? This is rock and roll.
It was good. It was good. I like the harmonies, like you were saying.
Yeah, those I was like, oh wow, I nailed that. I'm not gonna keep doing that because I don't feel like hurting my throat.
See, I because I don't record to a click or anything. I'm like not on a grid. Whoa. Like in this, so like I have to like do everything, and I'm tired of this, Grandpa.
Well, that's the benefit of like programming the drums.
Yeah.
Is like I program the drums and I know they're in time, and then I just gotta play to that.
Yeah. Musician stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Zach, thank you so much for joining us.
Of course, boys.
Zach,
next time we gotta pick a good movie.
Yeah. Zach, I meant to do this at the beginning, but promote your socials for our listeners.
Find me on Instagram at ZoroBitchin. I believe my Twitter is at TheZornado. I don't think I have any shows or anything coming up. So, yeah. But follow along. I'll tweet mean stuff at UFC fighters who I lose money on.
Next time you see Zach, he'll have a black eye and a fractured skull.
Yeah. I lost a lot of money on Canelo last night, so I went a little Espanol with it. And if you want to see me shit-talking guys who thought Inoue was going to lose, I did that in Japanese this morning. So, yes. That's
very good.
That's you'll find on my socials. And pictures of my poop that I draw on. So
that's my favorite.
Someone's got to do it.
Pictures of your what?
If you, like, send me a piece of shit, like on Snapchat or whatever, I'll draw something around it to make it look cool. Like, I could draw, like, footballs and, like, tree. Like, if you get me, to paint around the thing. It's my gift.
That's
It's comedy things. This is the real shit.
Andy is mortified.
No, I just didn't I thought that's what you had said, and I was like, let me clarify. I was like, that's what he said.
Over the years, I would send like pictures of my shit to people because I would just take a shit at work and then just be like, send it to my cousins, send it to my sisters. And then like after a while, I'm like, let's spice it up, and I drew it like a guy holding my shit like a football.
That's pretty good. Okay.
I'm going to find these images, and I'm just going to put them up on the screen as you talk about them so people know what you're talking about.
Oh, thank God. Yeah, my mom probably made me delete most of them from my Instagram.
Andy, where can they find whatever you tell them, the music?
Oh, Robbie. You go to Spotify, Deezer, Apple Music, wherever you get your music. You search The Royds, and you'll find a bunch of collections of podcast songs, but also 2 albums, and maybe a Christmas song. But If you want everything, you go to TheRoyds.bandcamp.com and you'll find every single song, guest songs, bonus songs, every song from The Royds, from the podcast or not. Also, on the YouTube, everything's there. Robbie,
Everything.
tell them a little more about that.
You go to Instagram, you go to TikTok, you go to YouTube, you go to Reddit, you type in the Royds Band, there we are, there we be, click the link, and you'll see us. That's it, you'll see us. Send us an email at roydsreview@gmail.com. Wherever you are listening to us, give us a 5-star rating
Send
and
nudes.
review. So, if
If you're a woman who likes this show, send naked pictures of yourself to TheRoydsBand at gmail.com.
well, that's the wrong email address, so don't send it there.
Listen, if you're a fan of the show and you're a woman, you want to send it, it's...
Yeah, comment, like, subscribe, do all
He'll
the
take that
YouTube
out.
stuff. What?
He'll take that out.
Take that out? Yeah, I'll take out your email, yeah.
Joke.
Send, you know what, you can send some physical photographs to 549 Tripley Lane.
Get an envelope.
Yeah. You have to pay for postage. Oh, geez, Lou. Have I said everything? Have we said everything? 5-star
I
rating?
believe so. Oh, next week. What are we doing next week, Robbie?
Andy, that is such a good question. I'm going to answer it next week. If my sources are correct, we're doing The Exorcist.
Yeah, we're getting spooky for Man Am I Finna Crash Out because it's so spooky. Over.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, we're doing The Sexorcist.
Nope.
The porn parody.
Just The Exorcist.
No, we're doing the porn parody.
That
There's
sucks,
like
man.
after the first Exorcist, there is like a few Exorcists where they're like, "I want to suck your dick." It's crazy.
The first one. The first, she says,
I'll suck your dick.
she says some stuff, and we'll talk about it next week.
All right.
All right. Zach, thank you again so much for joining us.
I'll see you later, boys.
Thank
All right.
you again.
Bye, everybody.
We'll see yous lady.